Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Take me out to the ball game.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. This is Apba Bryant and Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you game number 26 of the King of the Hill tournament. The 1930 St. Louis Cardinals at the 1929 Kings of the Hill, the Philadelphia Athletics. Didn't have a game yesterday. We had a lot to do. We sold our travel trailer, and we sold our car, and we purchased a microvan, which we're going to convert into something we can camp in when we go chase around our grandkids this summer, watching them play baseball on their travel team. All right, the 1930 Cardinals starting lineups will be Taylor Dowdett, Frankie Frisch, George Watkins, Chick Hafey, Jim Bottomley, Charles Gilbert, Jim Wilson, Sparky Adams, and Flint Rame, I think that's pronounced Rame. Notice where he's from, Rames, South Carolina. Rem from Rames. All right, see a lot of dice on the field. Multiple colors. I'm going to roll all those dice for each inning. And so you won't hear dice rolls between every at bat. And I read the red die first, the white die second, the blue die third. And if there's a fourth at bat in the inning, we go with the yellow dice. Probably start each inning with a new dice roll. This green dice roll is here because sometimes that's called for in the Apba ABNRML basic boards, which is what we're going to use for the game today. It has a air randomizer and a rare play randomizer that calls for an extra die roll, and some of the fielding results call for an extra die roll as well. So that'll be the green die. Apba Baseball Nostalgic Retro Mail League. I think that's what those letters stand for. All right, here we go. The first big die roll and the first pitch of the game. George Wahlberg is the pitcher. He is a B pitcher with no modifiers. And Rem is a C with Z. There's a lot of people who think that the CZ roll pitchers are better than the B pitchers. And that may be true. We'll see who wins today. B with no modifier. All right, first roll again. Taylor Dowdett is the batter. He is the Cardinals center fielder, and he pops the ball high into the air behind home plate, and that's going to be caught by the catcher, Mickey Cochran, 1 down. That brings up Frankie Frisch, one of the most valuable Cardinals, and was a player manager for the St. Louis Cardinals organization as well. I think he managed for the Pittsburgh Pirates also. All right, first roll is a 34, is a fly out to center field. 2 up and 2 down for Wahlberg, and that brings up George Watkins. And his roll is a 3-2, which is a ground ball to second base. So a clean inning for George Wahlberg in the first inning. No runs, hits, or errors. Go to the bottom of the first. Cardinals nothing, and the Athletics coming to bat. Edmund Bing Miller will lead off for the A's. Excuse me. 6-2 is a first roll. That's a ground ball to second base. Frankie Frisch scoops and throws the first. 1 down. Here's Mickey Cochran. His roll is a 5-1. That's an 8 against a C. That's going to be a base hit for Mickey Cochran. First hit of the game. Athletics catcher happens to be a fast runner. Here's Al Simmons. His role is a 4-2. That's a 9 against a C. Now that C will take away the base hit. The 9 is a pop-up on the infield caught by the third baseman, Sparky Adams. 1 down, and that leads us to Double X. His role is a 4-1. That's a ground out to shortstop. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. By the top of the second inning, there is no score. Wahlberg is from Northwest Seattle, Washington. He'll be facing Chick Hafey, Sonny Jim Bottomley, and Charlie Gilbert in the second inning. All right, a new roll of the dice. Here is the first roll is a 4-2. That's a 9 against the B pitcher. That's going to be a base hit. Chick Hafey leads off with a single. And this Baseball Immortals baseball card, he's not wearing glasses, but he had poor eyesight and wore glasses. Batter Sonny Jim Bottomley, no outs and 1 on. His role is a 4-3. 29 is a ground ball back to the pitcher, who throws to the shortstop to get Hafey out at second base, fielder's choice. Bottomley is a runner at first, average speed, 1 out now. Charlie Gilbert. Gilbert rolled a 2-5. That's an 8 against a B pitcher. That is popped up on the infield and caught by the second baseman, Max Bishop. 2 outs. Batter is Jimmy Wilson, the catcher. His roll is a 4-4. Yeah, that's a single for Jimmy Wilson. So single with 2 outs. Runner goes to third. First and third, Cardinals. And we'll need a new dice roll. Use more than 4 in that inning. Sparky Adams is the batter. And one of them missed the dice roller. Might have dice flying all around the room today with all these dice. Adams roll is a 2-6, and that is a fly out to right field. That is the top of the second inning for the Cardinals. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. Or 2 hits, excuse me. Wilson had a hit and Hafey had a hit. So 2 left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Nothing. All right, front run pitched for at least 5 Cardinals pennant winning teams, 2 world championship teams. He was a solid pitcher for them in their rotation. They won the world championship in 1928, 1934, but he also helped them to the National League pennant in 26, 28, 30, 31, and 34. All right, here is Jimmy Dykes leading off for the Philadelphia Athletics, bottom of the second inning. Dykes' roll is a 5-5. That's an 8 against the C. That's going to be a leadoff signal for Jimmy Dykes, who also, I mentioned last time we saw Jimmy Dykes play. He also played himself in the movie The Monty Stratton Story, one of my favorite baseball movies. Dykes is at first, average speed, and no outs. Here's Neil Haas. His role was a 1-2. That's a 25. Could be a double play ground ball. Both columns are fielding column 1. It is a 4-6-3 double play. So just like that, 2 outs, and the batter is Joe Boley. His role is a 3-2, and that is a ground ball to second base. Frankie Frisch throws out Joe Bully. Go to the top of the third inning. It's the Cardinals nothing and the Athletics nothing. All right, Wahlberg completes his warm-up tosses. He'll be facing the bottom of the Cardinal order, 8-9, and then to the top. Adams made the last out, excuse me. So that's pitcher, Rem first, and then to the top of the order. All right, here's Wahlberg offering to his opposing pitcher, Rem 3-6 is a 33. Wahlberg has a Y modifier, and that is a strikeout. Flint Ram is caught looking. One down. Brings up Taylor Dowdit. His role is a 2-2. That's going to be a base hit for Taylor Dowdit. He has 1 for 2. He's on first with an out. Brings up Frankie Frisch, who rolls a 54 fly out to right field for 2 down. Cardinals going to get anything in this inning. It's going to be up to their best hitter in this year. Whitey Watkins, a 373 hitter in 1930. His role is a 1-6, and that's a ground out to the shortstop. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. No score. Kind of an overcast day today in Kansas City. We had 2 sunny days lately. It's still kind of cool weather for spring. High today would be 50s here. But on opening day, when the Royals open up against the Minnesota Twins, it's supposed to be 70 degrees at that 3 o'clock start and sunny. Next Bishop leads off for the Philadelphia A's. Bottom of the third inning. Nobody has been able to dent the scoreboard yet. 3-2 is a roll for Max Bishop. That's a ground ball to Frankie Frisch at second, who throws to Sonny Jim-Bottomley at first, retire Max Bishop. Here's the pitcher, Rube Wahlberg. He rolls a 4-6. That's a comebacker back to Rem. Throw to first, 2 away. And now top of the order to Bing Miller, whose role is a 4-4. That's a base hit for Bing Miller. Doing what leadoff hitters should do. Get on base. Shouldn't left that marker there. So Miller's at first, average speed. Mickey Cochran. Cochran rolls a 1-5, and that against a C pitcher is going to be a base hit. Single, and a runner goes to second, first and second. The Athletics are threatening here in the bottom of the third. They eliminated the 1927 Yankees. I was hoping the Yankees would go on a streak. They won a couple of games, but now they are, as you see in the banner below, there's the 27 Yankees are in second place with a 2-1 record. Al Simmons with first and second and 2 outs rolls a 1-3. That's going to be a 14. ZZ is 2 balls, no strikes in this book, but Z is going to be a walk, loading the bases. All right, that fills the bags. We got Simmons at first, Cochran at second, Miller at third with 2 down. Table is set for Jimmy Fox. Can he put a quarter in the merry-go-round? 1-2 is a roll, and that's a ground out to second base. So Rem gets out of it. There was no runs, 2 hits, and 3 left. We go to the top of the fourth. Still Cardinals nothing, and the Athletics nothing. Saw a picture of Fox standing next to Babe Ruth yesterday, and Ruth was quite a bit taller than Jimmy Fox, also known as Muscles. Jake Afey leads off the bottom of the fourth for the Cardinals, 336 hitter in 1930. 2-4 roll for Chick Hafey is a fly ball to left field that is put away by Neil Haas for the first out. Jim Bottomley is the next batter, and he rolls a 1-5. That's an 8 against a B pitcher. That's a fly to center. Being Miller on that play, 2 outs, and now Charlie Gilbert. His roll is a 4-3, and it's a comebacker back to the mound, 1-3. 1-2-3 inning for Rube Wahlberg in the top of the fourth. The bottom of the fourth, nothing early pitching duel in this game. Rim is considered, we're at the third spot in the pitching rotation for this King of the Hill tournament. But in 1926, he was probably their ace that year. The batter is going to be Jimmy Dykes. Last of the fourth, no score. Dykes rolls a 6-3. That is a fly ball to Taylor Dowdett in center field, 1 down. Neil Haas, 5-4 roll is a fly out to right field, 2 down. And now Joe Boley. Let's see, Boley rolls a 6-1, fly out to right field. 3 up and 3 down. 1-2-3 inning pitched by Rim. We go to the top of the fifth. Cardinals nothing, and the A's nothing. Let's see, we got in the fifth, we have catcher Wilson first, and then Sparky Adams, and then Flint Ram, the pitchers to the bottom of the order for the Cardinals in the fifth. I ordered some new Apba teams. I ordered 4 Negro League teams from Chris White, and I think he said those teams would be made on Friday, so I'm kind of waiting in the mail for those to come. I ordered, I don't exactly remember what I ordered, but one of them was 34 Philadelphia Stars, 28 St. Louis Philadelphia Stars, St. Louis Stars, and 37 Monarchs. I ordered them. There was one other team, a Detroit team, Detroit Wolves, with Cole Papa Bell. Teams I don't have in my Negro League sets. All right, 5-3 roll is James Wilson. 5-3 is a 19. This might be where an extra die roll comes in for the randomizer. And 19, feeling column 1, is the extra die roll is a 6. That's a ground out to third base, 5-3. Wilson's retired. Sparky Adams, his role is a 5-2. That's a ground out to third. And that brings up the pitcher Flint Ram. Ram rolls a 2-6, and that's a comebacker back to the mound, fielded by Wahlberg to throw to first. 3 outs, and Rube Wahlberg has retired 8 in a row. No runs, hits, or errors. We go to the bottom of the fifth. No score. All right, Max Bishop leads off for the A's from Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. 5'8", 165 pounds. Here's the pitch to Max Bishop. 4-6 is a roller back to the pitcher Ram. Go to first, 1 out. Here's the pitcher Rube Wahlberg. 21 is a fly out to left, 2 down. And now Bean Miller. 1-5 is a base hit for Bing Miller. A single, and he steals second on the first pitch to the next batter, who is Mickey Cochran. 1 strike on Cochran. And Mickey's role is a 45. That's going to be a, let's see, it might be a base on balls. Rem has a Z modifier. Let's see. Yeah, it is. It is a walk. So first and second for Al Simmons. 2 outs and 2 on. 6-3 to Simmons as they fly ball to center field. Taylor Dowd measures it and picks it out of the sky for the third out. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the top of the 6th. Still no score on that scoreboard. 2 powerful teams, but the pitchers have these powerful hitters by the throat. Yeah, let's see, Taylor got at the top of the order for the Cardinals in the 6th inning. That's the base runners, but so far no one has scored. 1-3 to Dowdett is a base on balls. One thing these pitchers have been doing well is keep the lead runner off base. They didn't here. No outs, 1 on. Frankie Frisch. Frisch's role is a 6-5, which is going to be a pop-up to the catcher. 1 down. George Watkins, 2-1 roll is a fly out to left field. 2 outs. Chick Hafey. Hafey's roll is a 6-3. That is a fly out to center field. So after retiring 8 straight, a little hiccup with a walk, but Wahlberg rights the ship to retire the next 3. No runs, hits, or errors, and 1 left. Bottom of the 6th inning. No score. We can officially say this is a pitcher's duel. We are joined today by Clinton Parks. Surprised the 27th Yankees got knocked out so quickly. Yeah, because they were really rolling for a couple of games there, but out they go. There's going to be some more Yankee teams coming up. The 32 Yankees will be playing in this tournament. They won't be next. I think we'll do the 1930 St. Louis Stars next. All right, batting for the Philadelphia A's in the bottom of the 6th inning. Double X, Jimmy Fox comes to the plate. I think Fox is my favorite player in the 1930s. Had the most home runs of anybody in that decade. Here's a pitch to Double X. 4-1 is a ground ball to shortstop, fielded by Charlie Gilbert, the throw to Bottomley. Double X is retired. He is 0 for 3 today. Jimmy Dykes is the batter. His roll is a 3-1. That's a 9 against a C. That's going to be an out, ground out to third base. 2 down, and now Joe Boley. Oh, no, Boley's on deck. This would be Mule Haas. And Haas's roll is a 4-3. That's a ground out to the pitcher. 3 up and 3 down. Retired by Flint Rim. Let's go to the top of the 7th. Still no score. And leading off in the 7th is the 5th hitter in the lineup, Jim Bottomley. And the dice roll here is Bottomley's roll is a 4-4. That's a leadoff single for Jim Bottomley. Cards got the leadoff hitter on last inning, but couldn't do anything. Average speed of first base. Charlie Gilbert's roll is also a 4-4. And that is going to be a base hit. Runner goes to third. And with nobody out, here is our first scoring threat of the game. That's significant. First and third, no outs. The A's will elect to play their infield in. And catcher Jim Wilson is the batter. His roll is a 1-5. That's a 10, and that's going to do some damage. That 10 is a single. One runner scores. There's a throw to third, and the runner on first is thrown out at third. That's Gilbert nailed at third. So Bottomley scores. Cardinals go up 1-0. 3 straight singles finally gets somebody on the board. Sparky Adams is the batter. 5-1 is the roll, is a 8 against a B pitcher. That's going to be, I think, a ground out. Nope, pop out to second base on the infield. 2 outs. Now the pitcher, Flint Ram, who's not got a lead in this game. 2-5 is a 8 against a B pitcher, and that's also a pop out to second base. So 3 singles. There was a runner thrown out third, but there is a run on the board. 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 left. By the way, Wahlberg's fatigued now. When you have 3 things happen in the fatigue inning, he becomes a C pitcher, so he's a CY pitcher now. Bottom of the 7th inning, 1-0 Cardinals. Nobody has been able to hang around there in the King of the Hill tournament. The 1911 A's won 3, or 1911 New York Giants won 3 games. They were 3-1, 14-run differential. They're in first place. The Philadelphia A's were sitting on only one win, and they're behind in this game. Joe Bully will lead off the last of the 7th. This will be the fatigue inning for Flint Rim. And hello to Cleveland baseball fan. Thanks for joining me. 1-6 is the roll to Joe Bully, and that is a ground ball to the shortstop. 1 down. Max Tilly Bishop, his roll is a 6-1. That's a fly out the right field. 2 outs. And now the pitcher, Rue Wahlberg, who will stay in the game. Let's think about that for a second. The bullpen for the A's is not horrible. Let's see, they've got Rommel. He was good. Quinn was good. Emke was good. But he's still a C pitcher, excuse me. He's going to bat and stay in there. 2 outs, bases empty. His roll is a 3-5, and that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. 3 up and 3 down for Rem. He's as fresh as a daisy. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Cardinals 1 and the A's zip. Taylor Dowdett will lead off the 8th for the Cardinals. We have a 1-run league. It's the slimmest of margins. I knew all these dice I'm using. If you join me late, I'm using all these dice. Read them red, white, and blue, yellow, fourth. And green is the extra dice because of the book I'm using. But using all these dice, I knew I'd drop 1 on the floor and the dice would be flying through the room. 6-4 is a fly ball to left field by Taylor Dowdett, 1 down. Next batter is Frankie Frisch. 2-6 roll is a fly to right field. That's caught by Al Simmons. 2 outs. George Watkins, 373 hitter. His roll is a 4-6, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So even though Wahlberg is a little tired, he was just fine in the 7th inning. He was just fine in the top of the 8th. We go through the bottom of the 8th. Cardinals 1, and the Athletics nothing. Flint Rim returns to the mound for St. Louis. He has no marks against his fatigue. And Bing Miller leads off for the Philadelphia A's. Drew are down by 1 run. 6-2 is a 26. That's a ground ball to second base, fielded by Frankie Frisch. Throw to Sonny Jim Bottomley at first. Miller is the first out. Mickey Cochran, talented catcher, for the A's. Cochran was a catcher for the Philadelphia A's. Jimmy Fox started out as a catcher with the A's, but because Cochran was a catcher, he was moved to first base. All right, Cochran's role is a 4-2. That is a base on balls. So Mickey takes first with one out. I just bumped the camera. My apologies. He is a fast-running catcher at first base. Al Simmons, who hit 365, is the batter, and his role is a 4-1, which is a double play ground ball to the shortstop, Gilbert. Flips to Frisch and over to first, 6-4-3, inning-killing double play. So front round faces the men in the bottom of the eighth. Cardinals still lead 1-0. We go to the ninth. And Wahlberg will return. He's still a CY pitcher because he is tired. Chick Hafey is the first batter for the Cardinals in the top of the ninth inning. Hafey also played in the 1919 Reds team. Spent quite a bit of his career with the Reds and about the other half of his career with the Cardinals. That's a 3-4 roll to Hafey. That's a fly out to center field, caught by Bing Miller. One out in the top of the ninth. Jim Bottomley rolls a 3-1. That's against a C pitcher. That's going to be an out. Ground out to third base. If he wasn't tired, that'd be a base hit. So that'd be a case where when the pitcher's a little tired, maybe his ball's moving a little more. Charlie Gilbert is the batter, and his roll is a 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll. And 6-4 is a double for Charlie Gilbert. He is 2 for 4 in the game. And in scoring position with 2 outs, so big moment here, a chance to double the lead. James Wilson is the batter for the Cardinals. He is a 318 hitter. He'll stay with Walter. Here's the pitch. 3-1 roll is a 8 against the C, and now the tiredness kind of kicks in because I think that's going to be a hit. Base hit. Runner scores, and S will stop at third. Gilbert's not slow. He scores. Cardinals lead 2-0. That could be huge. Wilson is an average speed runner at first base. And he has both RBIs in this game. The only 2 runs scored. Forgot what color dice I'm on, so I'm going to re-roll the dice for Sparky Adams. 6-1 is a 39. And that may be an extra dice roll. Let's see. Strike, the runner is caught stealing. So Wilson, feeling pretty good about himself, driving in both runs, tries to steal a base. He's gone down 2-2, right-hand batter, 2-4. So that's it for the ninth inning. 1 run on 2 hits. Cardinals up 2-0. We go back last in the ninth. Last chance for the A's to stay kings of the hill. And if Flint Rim makes it through this inning, he'll be the game's MVP. I'm sure, pitching the shutout should get that for you. Jimmy Fox will lead off for the Athletics in the bottom of the ninth inning. And he's down by 2. They've got Fox, Dykes, and Haas, all 300 hitters coming up the bat. 5-3 to Fox is a 20. And we need the extra green dice roll. That's a 2. And that's going to be an error on the second baseman, Frank Frisch. First error of the game. Puts Jimmy Fox at first. He is a fast runner. He's young in his career. Jimmy Dykes, the batter. 6-5 roll is popped up into the air. And that is a foul out to the catcher. one away. Two more chances for the Athletics. Mule Haas. Haas's roll is a 2-1. That's a fly out to left field. This is it for Philly. Joe Boley, the shortstop. And his roll is a 2-2 roll. That's a base hit for Joe Boley. First and third, the tying runs are on. Timeout here. Max Bishop's the scheduled hitter. But we're going to look to the bench here. Bishop is the second baseman. And the pitcher will be Sammy Hale, Hale, 277 hitter as opposed to a 232 hitter. We'll need another pitch hitter if Sammy Hale can do something. First and third A's. 3-1 is a 9 against first and third with a runner on C, or with against a C pitcher, and that is going to be a base hit, and that's going to score Jimmy Fox. Boley goes to third. RBI for the pitcher, Sammy Hale. First and third, it's 2-1, and Flat Rim is suddenly tired. Timeout there. All right, so Ren goes out. Pitched 8 2/3 and gave up at least one run. He's responsible for the 2 on base. And now pitching for the Cardinals. First, let's see who the pitcher is going to be. Has to be Walt French because nobody else has very good batting averages on base. So Walt French is a batter. He's a left-handed batter. He'll be hitting for the pitcher, Wahlberg. And now let's see who do we want to bring in. Don't have any left-handed pitchers in the bullpen whatsoever, except for Grabowski, who's a D pitcher. He'd be a C pitcher for one batter. If they tie this up, this could go a while. Let's go with Jim. We'll go with Jim Lindsay. He'll have to remain a C. Not Lindsay. I didn't see this guy. High Bell. High Bell will be the new pitcher for the Cardinals. He'll be using his relief rating. That's a B. And he's right-handed, so he's not going to get the bump up. First and third. And I'm going to re-roll the dice here because I'm not sure what color we're on. In fact, I'm just going to roll one set of dice. Down to the end here. Fritz French against High Bell. Can the Athletics survive? 1-6 roll is a 28. That's going to be a ground ball hit to the shortstop. Or actually, this is an interesting result. If the infield is playing close, they're not playing close. They would not play close with 2 outs. So if they were playing close, there's a chance it'd be a single, but they're not playing close. It's going to be a ground out to shortstop. And that's the end of the ball game. A's made some noise in the 9th inning, scored a 9-earned run on 2 hits, but they didn't quite get there. Final score, St. Louis Cardinals 2 and the Philadelphia Athletics 1. All right, Cardinals had 2 runs on 3, 6, 8 hits. 1 costly error that led to the run. And the Athletics had 1 run on 7 hits, and they did not commit any errors. Winning pitcher is Flat Rim. That was an unearned run, so he goes 8 2/3 with no runs. Rube Wahlberg takes the loss. and he pitched 9 innings and gave up 2 earned runs. All right. Let's see. Clinton says, hope things are well with Tim and Cleveland baseball fan. Cleveland baseball fans got a YouTube channel. Check it out. And Tim and Clinton, thanks for joining me. That'll wrap it up. Final score, St. Louis Cardinals of 1932 and the 1929 A's won. We're going to see another A's team. They won the American League pennants in 29, 30, and 31. But let's go to the 1930 St. Louis Stars next game to take on the 1930 crosstown, could say rivals, but they weren't allowed to play each other. St. Louis Cardinals. They're going to be playing each other probably tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.